Hello, gamer family. As you can see, I am here. Anyways, I did two sets of battles because I was like, I might as well. All my units are level 6. Their levels are between all the stuff I have them like training in the learning part of it is like between levels D plus and C for the most part. Anyways, everyone is able to promote. I believe I have enough seals for everyone. So, obviously, Myrmidon, because I just want him to work on swords. This is kind of the point where people aren't going to be able to use every weapon type anymore and really only be able to... Well, that's not true. They're not going to be able... If their thing isn't magic, they're not going to be able... Like, if like, once I put, like, my magic users in a magic thing, like, they can still do everything. But, like, once I put Dimitri here, if I were to, like, train his faith up before I promoted him into, like, this soldier, he's now losing access to any magic I may or may not have taught him. A lot of my magic users have started learning more magic. Like, I now have Physic for Mercedes, and I have 2 different spell types. Whoops, I'm hitting B instead of A. I have 2 different spell types for Annette as well. So that kind of stuff. Again, these stat increases aren't that notable for the most part, especially not in hard mode. Like, some of these would be big deals if I was in Maddening, but I'm not in Maddening. So they're not... These stat increases are not substantial. As you know, the level of the units is not resetting with promotion. I like that. I actually really like that. That's something that came from FE4. And again, I like that. Especially, I wish Engage had it. Because Engage obviously has an internal level system, but you're not able to see the internal level, which sometimes makes it hard to track how much level ups you've actually given units. So I kind of wish Engage had the non-reset. I'm gonna do Lance. Because accuracy and precision matters more. So I kind of wish Engage had this promotion system as well as this game. So yeah. Yeah, that's something Three Houses does good, YouTube. That's something Three Houses does good. I know, right? Isn't that rare, Seth? Me saying that it does something good?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am, YouTube. I am saying it's doing something good. Yeah, we still have more units to do this on. I know, right? The next set of promotions is wow, I can't speak. Is at level 10. When you get there, I believe it gives you 5 intermediate seals. I already have 1 though, so like all that. I'm also now able to do 3 activities in the Monastery per day, which is really, really nice. It'll be really useful. And I've decided I am just going to do auxiliary battles most months, just because... What else am I going to do? Rest? That feels useless. And I just don't think seminars are substantial enough. Another thing I did off camera is everyone has gambits. Being said really quickly, battalions really quickly though. When they get used up, you're going to need to replenish them. You always get like authority. Like authority, something that auto starts developing if you use units and they have battalions. Which is one of the reasons why I made sure to give everyone a battalion, even if it's so temporary of a battalion. I didn't do that just because it's still a little out of my reach level-wise. I probably will eventually. I did 1 of each of those. Again, that's not that big a deal. I don't think, personally. And again, that's something that's going to keep up in all these videos is me just doing that in between them. Every time. Yep. It means I'm going to get less of these videos recorded a session, though. So, yeah. Most likely when this series starts airing,
I have to say,
it will not be finished recording.
It's a real honor to accompany such a brave and distinguished knight. None other than Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lenato incite such a reckless rebellion?
You should know more about that than any of us, Ash.
Well, I don't. Lenato never mentioned anything of the like to me.
He probably didn't want you getting caught up in his own personal vendetta.
How much do you know about the tragedy of Dusker, Professor? It's when the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. It happened about 4 years ago.
It's okay, Catherine. Please, go on.
Right. Well, Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was accused of being involved in that whole awful affair. He was executed by the church. Speaking from the church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
And by the way, after Chapter 4, YouTube, is when we're going to do the DLC. Yeah, I know, so early. I just want to do it, though, before I start using any of the Ashen Wolves characters. And I definitely want to use some this playthrough. For the most part, I'm using Ashen Wolves when relevant for the houses. So there's 2 that I'd say are relevant for the kingdom. So, again, I'm using 2 of them. Only 1 church member I'm using, and it ain't Catherine. This time around as well. As you can see, I could technically deploy another unit if I had one recruited, which will probably end up being... Oh, I know who exactly it's going to be. It's going to be Yuri. In regards to a net, I don't plan on using a net long term. What I'll probably end up doing, though, is I'll probably use her in main missions until I get her paralog done, and I'll just train up Happy in auxiliary battles. And then once I get her paralog done, I'll just drop her like a dead fish. Although I also don't plan on using Ash long term, so maybe I'll use... I don't know. We'll find out. I did pretty much all item prep. I revamped inventories. Everyone has refreshed stuff. I have javelins as well. I have a couple of steel weapons
With
out,
this
although
fog,
no one could double
it's
them.
impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
Shouting from within the fog. It seems the knights are already battling.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Yeah, this is like the only main campaign map that has Fog of War.
I'll give it my all.
As someone who doesn't mind Fog of War, I find that extremely disappointing
do?
and underwhelming. Anyway, Seth, I've been talking
Stay
a lot.
focused.
You should say some stuff.
I'm on it.
Um,
I'll cut through. I'll go.
Here goes.
Well, recently I started building because I got really bored. I started building a mob museum.
You're able to... Oh, under
Minecraft.
Pocket Edition?
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to suffer.
The issue is I'm at Enderman now.
Why did you drag so many others into this?
And the problem is,
How are you able to stop the monsters from despawning?
I just put a name tag on them.
Oh, does that work?
That's what I've heard.
So you're just trying to find an Enderman.
Just gonna do nothing while you try to get
No,
reward?
I've been creative building this. The issue is I'm trying to keep the Endermen. Because they keep on
use a lead.
teleporting out of their enclosure.
Does a lead... Maybe a lead will prevent it from teleporting out?
Can Endermen be led by leads?
I think everything in the game can.
I don't think so.
Try it. That's my suggestion.
Hmm.
Either it works or it doesn't work. Those are the only options. You're not going to be murdered for trying it. It's a lie,
Yeah.
YouTube. If he tries it, I'll actually break into his house and murder him.
Hmm.
As you saw, YouTube, Dimitri's stuff was all C's. Once people get up to B+, I'm probably going to move on. I'm probably going to change some of their goals around once they get to either B or B+, because B will be good enough for the most part. Especially on the things that they're... Like, a lot of these people, like, for weapons, they're gaining those just by attacking. And since I want to do master classes, most of these people are going to need either somewhere between C and B+ rank for the master classes. So once I get the B on the main stuff, I'm going to quickly divert until they get, like, the B on the side stuff, you know? That's my plan, at least. Again. That's really only too much of a concern in this first playthrough. I guarantee you all the other routes will take half the time, just because I'm not going to be worrying about stuff like this. And I'll probably get to a point where I just won't do auxiliary battles on that one either, just because it'll get to a point where it's just like, my levels are so high, what's the point? I cannot believe I still only have curved shot. Yeah, I have a steel bow on him, though, just so that he can get more damage with the curved shot. Yeah. Ash is actually kind of able to deal damage now, which is honestly real nutty. It's a real nutty moment, gamer family. It's really nutty that Ash isn't completely useless. Real wacky. Does she know 3 spells? No. For some reason I thought it was fire, not wind. That was her default. Oh, come on! Why is fog so mean in this game? Killing that guy literally lifts the fog. That's how easy this map is.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
Like, what's that point of having one Fog of War map if the fog's not even permanent in that one Fog of War map? A couple of the paralogs are Fog of War. But a couple of paralogs are Fog of War. This is the only main map in the game with Fog of War. And to me, it's just, at that point, what's the point? I don't get, what's the point? Why bother? If you're not going to use a mechanic at all, what's the point of having said mechanic to begin with? Like, for real. I don't get it.
I am sorry. But did you really think you would get away with this?
So anyway, Seth, so far, who's your favorite character? And why is it Dimitri?
I was gonna say, I don't know, the main character reminds me a lot of Chris.
Ow. If Byleth reminds you of Chris, that's another reason for me not to play Deltarune. Because I hate Byleth, especially in this game. In other games where Byleth actually has a personality, I don't mind them as much.
I can't let you go.
It's this game where I don't like Byleth because they don't have a personality.
With Chris, it's a little bit of a different story in that Chris... So basically, the game is aware that you are in control of Chris.
Like fourth wall breaking type of aware or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so basically, Chris becomes basically completely
Quiet,
blank through most of the game because you're in
Cutscene,
control.
quiet.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son.
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
Okay, you can resume.
Weird. There's nothing
Yeah,
left
so
to
essentially,
hide or the filthy
Chris
church till the
is
judgment of the
completely
goddess.
blank and stuff like that because you are in control.
Oh, Byleth's just completely silent because Byleth doesn't have a character.
I'd say that's what's different about them. Chris does do some creepy stuff at the end of each chapter.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Those are the only lyrics I know. Wow, I can't believe Ash is gonna get to do yet another thing. Wow. Ash is starting to actually pull his weight. But I know long term he's still useless, so oh well. Still won't use him. Long term, that is. Short term, I do need to use him. But long term, he can go eat a sock.
Buy a saw.
What else is he gonna eat? I believe level 5 is the max level for Battalion, so yeah. Getting level 5 is, I guess, theoretically a big deal. And if you're wondering why I'm just not using Byleth a lot, and to a point where other units are getting more leveled, Byleth is very easy to use. So, it doesn't matter all that much. My question is, in this game, does that give more XP than heal? I think, yeah. And see, now it's getting to a point where, and a lot, first of all, not only are these, my units, like, oh, they're not higher level. They're the same level. Never mind. What I was about to say was actually false information. So I won't complete my sentence. I'll just boycott the sentence. Are you using the bell to try to do the X-Files thing?
Yeah.
That is definitely a way to do it. Do you have Helm Splitter? Oh, that's not an Armor Knight, so it doesn't matter. And you don't. He does double with an Iron Lance, because Iron Lances, again, are lighter than axes, so... That's why he was able to double with the axe, and... I mean, with the lance and not the axe. Yeah. Gamer. Pog. Pog. Pog champ. Pog. That's a little sus, Seth. Seth, you're being sus. Seth is sus. You heard it here first, folks. That's his reaction to being sus, YouTube. I don't know about you, but I'd be a little concerned about his mental state if his reaction to being sus is
Should I fall back?
what he did. Yeah, I'm not getting more specific than what he did. That's how sus he really was. But the real sus was the friends we made along the way. Yeah, the real sus is the friends we made along the way, YouTube. That's how sus the way is. The way itself is sus!
You know the way.
Do you know the way? No, I know the sus! You are the sus! The sus is us. The us is sus. We are all the sus in each other. We are all the sus. What the sus? I heard that chuckle. What are you chuckling at? Was something funny? Do you find your own susness funny?
That
Do
one
you,
was
punk?
close.
Do you find your sus funny?
I'm grateful.
I did not mean to zoom in. I can't remember. Is Stride the one that does movement? Yes, it is. Yeah, Ash is actually useful right now. Not because of, like, his stats or anything, but because of Stride. That's the broken sword. I'll have a... Oh. That's the way to get damage done.
Deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
The only witch I know is your mom. That was so pog of me to say. I am such a pog epic gamer moment. Poggers! Epic pogger moment. Pog. Pog moment. Poggy. Poggy go poggers.
Ready.
Am I losing my mind, YouTube? Don't answer that question. Because I'm afraid to know the answer.
I'm here to help.
The answer is yes, I am going insane, YouTube. Poggy, poggy, pog! Pog, pog, poggers! Pog, 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 poggy, 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 pog, pog, pog! In my poggy pants, Catherine cannot kill Leonardo. And the most she can do is bring him down to 1 HP. That's the most Catherino can do. To Lenata boy. Lenato's a little naughty. He's Lenati. Ha ha ha. He's a Lenati boy. Wow. I have truly become the cringe. Like that's
Grinch?
That's a giant L. Everything that I've said the past 5 minutes is just a giant L on my
I thought you
forehead.
said the Grinch
Well, the
for a
years start
moment.
coming and they don't stop coming. Coming. Come. Cummy, come, chum, chum, cummy, bum. Come.
Vile woman. Christoph, forgive me.
No.
You're not Kristoff. He wasn't talking to you.
Leonardo,
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Why did this happen? Leonardo was always such a kind man. Everyone in the village was so nice to me, and I killed them. I killed them all. I had to. I know I had to. I know that, but still, what does that make me?
Please, don't beat yourself up, Ash. We did what had to be done.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you. I'm going to check on the town. I hope my brother and sister are okay.
That was my first time killing civilians too. Those who I'm sworn to protect. Are you insane? Those weren't knights or soldiers, but fathers and sons. We shouldn't have killed them. We should have found another way. I'm sorry. It's not fair for me to blame you for the circumstance. I know that if we hadn't done what we did, even more civilian lives would have been lost. At least my mind understands that, but my heart... Professor, those in power, no matter the era, always claim they fight for a just cause, that they take life to protect it. But is it truly okay to take any life you please? All in service of some implacable, just cause? Lord Lonato didn't take up arms out of a lust for power. He simply believed his cause to be just. Who's to say it wasn't? Maybe we didn't have to cut him down like that. Maybe we could have reached a mutual understanding, found a path of peace.
Pacifism.
I have to believe
Is
that.
crin- Oh wait, no, I can't say that yet. That
Perhaps
hasn't
the notion
released
sounds
yet.
laughable to you. Mere lip service to naive ideals. But I can't believe otherwise.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their
She sounds like a
blades
terrible
towards
person.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
Gamer Pog. Oh, there's only 3 weeks. I actually am going to buy flowers with Casper, because I do want to recruit him. I'm not going to actually use him, but paralogs.
So, our task for this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery, to help put a stop to that assassination plot. The knights will certainly have their hands full protecting Lady Rhea, and perhaps our enemy is counting on that.
Please, elaborate.
Why would Lord Lenato be carrying around a secret note with an assassination plot written on it? Isn't it possible he hoped to monopolize everyone's attention with this alleged plot, in order to distract from his true aim?
Maybe they're after the treasure vault. There's also lots of valuable stuff in the library and Professor Hanneman's quarters.
True. The monastery undoubtedly houses many weapons that rival even the hero's relics.
Whatever their aim, we can't allow any harm to come to the ladies of the monastery. I mean, what would I do with my spare time?
You mean to say we should search the monastery, try to find what the enemy is truly after?
Yes.
The guy with the red hair needs to calm down.
Sylvain?
Getting in some training,
yeah.
just in case.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and this young man here is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril. Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
I think Cyril is the only playable unit in this game that I actually have no plan in using in any route, because I don't like him. He is so annoying. And before you moan saying, you should just go do support, you dumbass. Yeah, I hate him so much I don't want to even touch his supports. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do all these quests, then we're gonna do the teaching thing just so I can show you what all the things are looking like from a teaching standpoint, just because I think I should do that at least once. And then we'll end the video with supports. I think the chances of us ever getting multiple maps in a video YouTube are very slim with this game. Maybe with paralogs, but they'd still be longer videos. I actually don't know. Which again makes the series even longer than it already is. I didn't get any stat boosters this time, but I did get stat boosters last time. Cool, D+. I now get more money, which is great. Money's not really an issue though to begin with in this game. Early on it starts out a little bit as one, but very quickly is no longer an issue. I do not plan on doing any the faculty training. I don't think it's really useful. Oh, and this is another reason why I'm probably gonna be doing auxiliary battles for most of the for pretty much most of the game because of this.
I'd love to catch. Hey, how about
Valuable secrets. It gives me stat boosters. It is worth noting that 3 houses, I typically bloat my lord, my house leader, with all my stat boosters. That's in the past, with me not playing efficiently. Obviously, with games like Engage, I tried to actually divvy them out properly, and not just give them all to my lord, but at the same time, I'm probably just giving them all to my lord.
It is the oldest trick in the book.
but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stay.
Oh, I keep forgetting that there's actually voice acting for things like that. Okay, so I need to give the tea set to somebody. I know who I need to give it to. And obviously, you notice that, obviously, the last chapter involved Lord Leonardo. And it was very kingdom-centric. So you're probably like, oh, the other routes, there's going to be a mission that's centric to that other route. No. No, it's always Lord Leonardo. It's always kingdom-focused.
Every inch of the monastery.
The first half of this game is always Blue Lion-centric.
Let's plan to compare notes once you've got a lead.
Even when you're not in the Blue Lions. Which is another one of my... First of all, that's... Not only do I consider that just a complaint about this game in general, I also just consider that the reason why the Blue Lions route is the best route, and anyone's first playthrough of this game should be Blue Lions. Because Part 1 is very Blue Lion-centric. Especially Chapter 11, which has this awesome cutscene in Blue Lions.
Right.
Oh, hey, Professor. I was just reading this letter from my father.
I don't care.
He only writes to ask how my training's going, or how many monsters I've killed. Stuff like that. Hey, I got a favor to ask.
A moment.
Okay, so I can't go over there yet. Oh wait, I kind of need to go over here a little bit though, because there's this guy I need to talk to.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
I keep hitting X to pull up the map, but that's not what it is in this game. That's engage. That's engage.
Engage?
Yeah, engage. I was just saying it weird.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
I don't care.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Do not trouble yourself over it. I have something to
Well,
ask
I
of you.
think now I'm a little suspicious of that comment.
What?
About what he just said. Do not trouble yourself over anything.
Nah, he's just a control freak. For once, that's actually not like a red herring. Because it is actually nothing to worry about. Ah!
I need a favor. Yes?
So you can buy things from people online. I don't know what recon training is. Is this my stuff? Oh, yeah. I forgot how this worked. This is what I was looking for. Just a steel lance. So different travelers will have different things. Oh my gosh! He's a hacker! He's a hacker! 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 So, does this have a different... am I actually going to use the Viscum? Probably not, but I'm going to buy it just in case I want it. It's essentially 1 to 9 ranged high damage. Oh, damn. Oh, that's expensive. I'm not buying that. Yeah, I was just curious if that was open yet. Yeah, but that man was a hacker because he had hacked weapon. The Viscum is essentially this game's ballista. You'll encounter them. But like... Yeah. you don't like encounter them until way later in the game. I will say there are some. Seth pretty much knows no plot twists from this game. He pretty much knows nothing, which does excite me. Not as much as I was excited about like Brandon learning about FE4 story, but still very exciting in the long term. Tournaments, they can be cool. I can't remember if they give professor levels or not. Yeah, there's no too good rewards for this one. But it's worth doing still. Felix should win easily. He's high enough level, and he has C sword proficiency, which means he's actually good with the sword as well. So he should easily win. Eventually, you'll be able to like heal more and have like, I believe you even get another healing item. I can't remember what that's tied to. I don't know if it's game progress or just like basic ass professor level. Yeah, see, like now he's on to the finals. And the finals is always going to be like, never mind. I was going to say it's always going to be like another actual playable character, but I guess it isn't. At least not this time. There. Won easily. Felix dominated. He's a dominator. And it does give professional level. 300, I don't think that's worth doing. Oops, did not mean to zoom in. Obviously, you probably have noticed by now that I'm getting a thing called Renown. I'll eventually show off more of what Renown does. It's really only something that's going to come up this playthrough, because all future playthroughs, quite frankly, it doesn't matter, because New Game Plus, I already have a giant New Game Plus save. And that giant New Game Plus save, obviously, like, a lot of, like, the stuff that Renown's used for has already been used up. Other than, like, stuff that I would do, like, right away in the playthrough, like, getting units, stats ups. Not stats up, weapon ranks.
What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Obviously there are gonna be some more support stuff I'm gonna start building off screen, because there are characters I am gonna try to get all supports up within Blue Lions. Within the house, I'm gonna try to get all of those supports up. Everybody fully supported with each other. At least of the units I'm using. Like, obviously I'm not using Ash long term, so will I get him? I don't know. And obviously my professor level, I imagine it'll be really, I'll probably be able to get C next video.
That you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Cool. Oh yeah, now I know what that one that's all the way down there is. I hate the Seth quest because you always have to return to Seth, and it pisses me off every time. Like, I don't want to talk to you, Seth. Why do you make me have to return to you to complete the quest? Just be like almost every other quester and be like, oh, you're done, here, thank you for your help. Like, you're an ass.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Like, what was the point of me coming here, you dickwad? Go eat a dick sandwich. Idiot. Where are you, Lorenz?
Okay.
There. And stuff like that obviously increased my professor level. This also teaches you how to gift.
That someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration.
And there we go.
How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Yeah, it doesn't actually make you do a T yet. you'll have to do, you have to do at least one tea time, technically. And that'll be with Rhea. I'm just gonna do all these now. Let's get Dimitri and Dedu. Let's try to get all my Blue Lion folk up, so I can do teaching things with them.
Remember this.
And then let's get one with Caspa. Who else do I need? Ash, I don't really care about long term. Sylvain. Let's get one. Try to get one with Sylvain and Caspar. Let's just try it. Hopefully Caspar doesn't hate this one. Dingus. He hates it. I swear if you hate this one too, Cass. You're a dingus. Now Sylvain hates that one. Okay, Caspar, don't be a dingus. You're a dingus! Come on, Caspar. You are a damned dingus. Okay, let's find a meal that he likes. I swear, if Sylvain hates it too, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, thank you, Sylvain, for having some sense. Good lord. Just trying to actually get my support up with him so that I can recruit him easier. So, like, is it gonna technically not force me to stay and do all the, stupid main story quests?
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
There's one in particular I know, like, I believe, like, instantly gets it for you. Oh, I know which one. The Alois one. I will say, for the most part, I do like Three Hopes, but Alois not being playable is awful. Wait, what? Actually? Oh my god. I just am not satisfying these results, and that's making me unhappy.
Here's an idea.
Oh, this isn't
On the day
Alois.
of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum.
I know Alois
The
is
Holy
over here at
Mausoleum
least
is where
once,
the
and I
tomb
have
of
to
the
talk to
divine
him.
Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Oh, really? I need more? I'm sick of these.
I have a thought. Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this
I need a thumbnail
that kind of
image.
behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Done. It's gonna make me do all of them? Oh my, I hate you! Oh, it's chapter 6 where I think Alois is in that one place by the Holy Mausoleum. I think.
Okay?
Not positive.
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrick Mach's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Pogaroony. I just need to go back to Dimitri, then I can actually... with that white thing with circle, that means that there's a someone wants to... There's a Byleth has a support with somebody. That's what that means.
There is something that the church values above all else. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make gaining entry far easier than usual. You know the place of which I speak. Yes, that is the most likely possibility. We do not know their objective, but there is a good chance that our enemy is planning to target the Holy Mausoleum.
Boom. Let's end the day free time. Let's do some teaching. Essentially, I'm probably gonna spend both of those other free days just, doing battling. What are your thingies? Your lance and authority. I kind of want to get up your riding a little bit, because I want to put you in a riding intermediate class.
Thank.
Let's do Felix next, because I want to get his authority is a major focus for me. Because I'm trying to get that up, just because so he can use better gambits. Then I'll eventually, once that gets up decently, I'll put him on magic. Let's do Dedu, just because, honestly, I have him training axing and flying, but I also want him to get up with his authority and his heavy armor. I want him to get both up. Wait, no, not heavy armor, just authority. Never mind. I'm not doing anything with his heavy armor. I'm dumb. I'm not gonna do Sylvania because I would actually like him to get more of that. So I'll do Ingrid instead. I want to get her authority up. Her other stuff are completely fine. Don't need to worry about those. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow. Going cray-cray over there. Obviously, she already has sea flying, so pretty soon I'll probably switch that to either cav or heavy riding. I don't know which yet. I'll do one of them.
I must ask. That can't be.
Wait, seriously? Oh, you don't even have to answer correctly for that. And sometimes it'll do stuff like that, like focus on a specific class. Honestly, I'm not gonna do him as a sword master long term, so I'd rather have my preparation. Sure, we'll do that support conversation right now.
Perfect timing, Professor. If you don't mind, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. It's in regard to sword training. Not for myself, but, well, to be honest, I've been teaching swordsmanship to the orphans at the monastery for a while now. Some of them saw me sparring with the knights one day. They started pestering me to teach them. They were so earnest, I couldn't help but oblige. There's much I wish to show them, but due to my own studies and training, I'm afraid my time is rather limited. Which brings me to my favor. Your swordsmanship is unmatched. I hate to ask this of you, but would you consider lending me a hand? Thank you, truly. I am in your debt, and I always repay my debts, I'll have you know. All of these children lost their families and homes to war or illness. This may sound a bit arrogant, but I feel it's my responsibility to help them. I lost my parents without warning, too. In that way, we're the same. In Dusker, I lost my father, stepmother, and closest friends. I didn't have many allies at the castle after that. In truth, I had only to do for companionship. I once had people I could confide in. Family, friends, instructors, even the royal soldiers. But they were all taken away from me 4 years ago. Ah, but there were those outside the castle walls I was close to, such as Rodrigue. Pardon my rudeness. I meant Lord Rodrigue. He is my father's old companion, and the father of Felix. On the occasions he would visit the capital, he'd take me out hunting or on long horse rides. While Dedu is like a brother to me, Rodrigue is more like a second father. It might sound ridiculous, but he's the kind of man I hope to become one day. Someone who helps others. Someone who can reach out and save a lost soul. Oh, Please, accept my apologies for boring you with my life story. In any case, don't forget your promise, Professor. I'm counting on you.
Woo! Now it's just really support time. No. I don't care about Flame's birthday. Just notice how the same Kathleen Day was on the same day as Flame's birthday. It definitely isn't relevant to anything at all.
Here is the
Definitely is not relevant to anything at all. Definitely not. See, even the dude now has D in flying. That's not terrible.
Got it.
So this is how it's done.
I'm really getting.
I almost made a different joke, but then I remembered Academy students. And as you can see, for the most part, people are doing really good, and that's a lot of C's. The only ones that aren't D+ or higher are the ones that are like real weaknesses for people. And even then, authority on Felix is a D+. Yeah. Let's do supports. Out of curiosity, really quickly though, I just want to see what level the next battle is. Level 7, okay. Yeah, that's too high for me. I'm not doing that one yet. I'll probably spend both of those battling. Yeah. Probably, I don't know for sure. Oh my god, that's a lot of supports.
Hello, Felix. I see you're here to train as well.
Go away. Just looking at your face makes me want to retch.
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Shut up. And stop walking around on your hind legs. You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy?
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims, how you watched them suffer. And your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it. That was our first battle. I remember it vividly. Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then. I suppose the Dimitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Dusker, along with my brother.
Perhaps you're right.
Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
Gamer. Pog. So yeah, this is all the supports that Dimitri has. Wait, that's not all of them. I'm pretty sure he has one with Happy.
This tent is
as
torn.
well.
Can you please fix this one first, Ash?
Absolutely.
Sorry. I should probably take care of it myself, but we'd be here until sundown if I...
No problem at all. I've had lots of practice with things like this. Happy to help however I can.
Oh. Well, thanks. Actually, I'll fetch you something to make the job less of a burden. You like sweet things, right?
Well, yes. Sorry, no. I can't ask you to do that.
Ash, I've told you, there's no need to act like that.
I can't have someone from the royal family running errands for me. It doesn't feel right.
I really don't mind, so you needn't worry about that. And while I'm being candid, I'd prefer it if you didn't speak so formally to me. We're supposed to be allies. We fought side by side as equals, haven't we?
I know. But to commoners like me, you're royalty. Regular folks normally only lay eyes on someone like you once or twice in their whole lives.
I understand, I really do. When I ascend the throne...
I'm doing what you should never do when you're making a movie. I'm looking directly at the camera.
I'm at a loss. I wish to make things better, but I seem to only upset you more and more. That is certainly not my intention. Perhaps I should leave you be and take care of our shopping.
Please, I promise I'll go myself just as soon as I finished with the tent.
Ash, enough. Okay. I have a question. Answer
Hello?
this.
What?
I don't
Hello?
eat sweets. So what would you recommend?
Oh, well, if price isn't
Hello?
a concern for you, then you should go
Hello?
for sugar candies.
You're
Hi.
The ones they make in town are really
How are
good.
you? I'm great. How are you?
Your
Good.
Highness, please, you mustn't.
I've been working on D&D stuff. I have off tomorrow, so I'm gonna be
I'll go and fetch
working pretty late.
Your Highness, please
But
come back. I'm so sorry.
yeah, it's so close to done.
Repairs get done.
That's good. Yeah. Did you hear back from your manager about if you could do Thursday?
Bruh, just in the middle of
I
a
don't-
Fire Emblem recording, they're talking about this.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Okay. I'll let Zach know.
Bruh, this is just in
Do
the
you think
middle
Okay,
of
thank
Fire
you.
Emblem.
is that a definite that you can't make it? Because then I'll just send a message to him and he'll come up.
Steaming them with
Yeah,
herbs
I
is
think
delicious,
so.
too.
Okay.
You know a lot about this.
What's good is that his
I've
character is
silenced
very
my
similar to
dad,
yours,
too. Probably.
so it kind of meshes in the story pretty well.
Okay.
And then
That's good.
on the next session, if you are able to make it,
My
you can just
sister and
swap
I
back with him.
helped with cooking at home.
Yeah, I think I should be able to. Do you know when the next one is?
Nope, that's up to Alex's schedule, because mine just squeezes in whenever
The
he doesn't have us
13th,
film stuff.
If you open the stream, you would be able to hear me, Josh.
Oh, why is it only on the... Okay.
Because OBS.
We're friends. right?
Oh.
I just want to get to know you better. Is that so odd?
Peasants, YouTube.
I am from
I
Dusker.
swear.
So, look
Talking
at
about
me.
D&D in the
I
middle
came
of
from a life
support
of poverty.
conversations.
I was lucky to
I
even
know,
be let
right?
in here to study with all
I thought you
these
were muted. I
high-class
thought you were
people.
gone.
I think we have a lot in common.
No. Why do you think the stream was going? You should have opened that up first.
I'm on my phone. Why would I?
I know. But we can
Peasant.
still be friends, can't we?
You are a peculiar person.
So I'm told.
It's fine. We were talking during Dedu and Ash's support conversation. Who cares?
Hey Felix, you free?
Not me, that too.
You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so
That's
meek
so
and cute back
insensitive.
then. Cute even, like a baby brother.
Oh yeah, his brother's dead too.
Yeah. Why would he mention it like that?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on. You know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Get yeeted, Sylvain.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tummy tum. Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
It's kind of fire.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
What kind of music do you listen to, Josh?
Listening
This kind is exactly up my alley.
Shut up!
Enough to know that you're hungry.
What? Why?
No! I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork. Get something to eat.
He's gone.
I can take over watering the plants.
That's what he gets for liking Annette. I don't know. I guess Annette's not that bad. I just find her annoying.
You're evil, Felix!
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on
Felix
people
is
while
such
they're
an
saying
asshole.
anything. It's not right.
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
Well, you need to speak louder then.
See, Felix is an asshole, but I hate to say it, he's kind of right most of the time too. That's the sad thing. I do really like Felix, but my god is he an asshole.
There were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Supports in this game just feel so long, though.
What was that about?
What do you think it was
Water
about?
these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Felix, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Time for our tactics lecture. You'll be there, won't you?
Those things are such a waste of time.
Nonsense. You're going to be there.
Must I?
Why is this such a chore? You went last time. Though you did all you could to disrupt things, as I recall. Brazenly rambling on about clear-cutting a nearby forest to secure a marching route. And attacking an enemy base, stealing their horses. You were incredibly disruptive, and even rude.
I was offering my honest opinion.
Then, you left before we were finished. What do you suppose happened after that?
I have no idea.
Well, the conversation got quite lively. We all began breaking down the viability of your somewhat maniacal plan. And apparently, similar tactics have been used to turn the tides of historic battles.
That may be an exaggeration. Successful armies must be able to handle unexpected situations. That starts with weapon mastery and creative tactics.
If you didn't have so much battlefield experience, you wouldn't be capable of such unique strategies. Which is why we need people like you. People who think creatively to lead the army.
Bro, you just
Now
insulted
you're
Felix.
just massaging my ego.
When have you ever minded? We need you there. Just come on.
Mm-hmm.
This video's getting long enough to a point, YouTube, where I think we're actually only gonna do one more frickin' support. I know, right? You're probably like, seriously? And my response is actually, yeah. I'm legitimately thinking only one more. Who's that one with? We'll do the Sylvain one. One of them. We'll do the Sylvain and Ash to get it out of the way.
Wow, Ash, training again? You're taking this whole night thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice? I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
What do you mean?
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ash. They don't have you. Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it works.
Sylvain, don't go bothering people.
Hey there, cutie. You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy. My name's Sylvain. Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea? It must be fate that we met like this. I'd like to get to know you.
Great night, huh? More like a great philanderer. Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women. No, I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
We'll actually do one more. We'll do this one, then end YouTube.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type
Mercedes-Benz.
of girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're...
Are you flirting with her, Sylvain? I cannot remember this one.
Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest, and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
Well, YouTube, that's all for this video. We'll see you next time. Goodbye!